Hello? That's weird. I have no idea what's going on with my audio. Well, whatever. It's probably fine. So, we're gonna finish off the... Great start. My mic is behaving strangely. Let me see if I can... Pop. Hello? Hey. Hiya. Okay. I think I fixed it. Don't ask. I don't know what went wrong. Great. And now the PNGtuber software is freaking out. Oh, this is not at all scuffed. Everything is going fine. It's great. Nothing is wrong. Okay. I restarted the app. We should... Alright, we're good. Just equip transparent background. Okay. Sorry this is such a scuffed stream. I wasn't planning on doing Celeste today. I was planning on doing Mario 64. But I kind of realized that I have not finished. Like, I don't have everything set up for it yet. So I kind of can't. So, we're doing Celeste instead. The plan was to do Mario 64 today, and then Celeste on Wednesday. But, yeah. We're pushing Mario 64 to be the Wednesday stream. This is what I get for not planning any of the stuff ahead. I'm a little bit of a mess right now. I kind of disappeared off the face of the earth for a little while. And I'm back, I'm refreshed, and I'm feeling much better. Like, yeah, I did stream, but I wasn't, I'm not gonna get it. I tried to keep these streams light. I was not doing too great, like, mentally. But, what is up with the... I have no idea. My mic is being really weird today. I'm not quite sure why it's... I've never seen it react so strangely. Test. Okay. Oops. I forgot to enable streamer mode. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what's been going on with... my microphone was acting weird earlier, and now it's being even more weird, so I'm not quite sure. Whoops. This is an embarrassing display. It's like, oh yeah, I'm halfway through Chapter 9 and I can't, like, finish the Chapter 4 B-sides. The only reason that I'm not, like, just going to the menu doing the summit is because I don't want to lose all the progress, because it took me a while to get here. Dang it. I used up all my grip. Ah! You know, it's surprisingly hard to get, like, a stream going, like getting momentum going in a stream when you don't have anybody to bounce off of. And it's something that you don't really think about that much, because most of the time when you watch someone, you're in the chat. But nobody's seeing this right now. And so it's a kind of experience that you only really have if you're actually streaming, and not if you're, like, just watching. And the kind of experience of, like, not having anybody to bounce off of, you're kind of just there, trying to provide entertainment to an invisible audience. I am not going to play Tower Unite on stream. Also, thank you for the sub. I don't know why it didn't show up on... why the alert box didn't work. Whatever. Yeah, maybe? I don't know. Tower Unite barely runs on my PC at all. I don't really think that trying to stream it would go well. There we go. You could probably make a horror game about, like... Because, you know, there's, like, horror games about, like, abandoned phones and reading through old texts and emails and stuff. Reading through a Twitch, like scrubbing through a live stream VOD when nobody's in the chat or something. Kind of reminds me of that one game, No Players Online, where it's, like, an ARG horror game all about a, like, multiplayer shooter that has no players on it. And it's, like, haunted. Nitro did a cool video on it. It was certainly interesting, to say the least. Dang it! I always like this remix. It's shockingly difficult to entertain an entire, to entertain a stream, to feel, not that. It's difficult to feel like you're being entertaining when you have nobody to bounce off of or react to. And it's kind of a skill that you have to learn. And I feel like in the time that I've been streaming, I've actually gotten better at it. I've gotten much, much better at being able to, like, keep the stream going and not, like, feeling down or awkward when nobody's there to bounce off of or talk to. Of course, I always have awkward downtime as I try and figure out, like, what the heck to say. But, you know, I'm, like, if you ever met me in real life, I'm just a shy, anxious wreck who can barely, like, hold a conversation with someone. And yet, here I am, doing that, talking to people on the internet. It's such a weird thought that, like, I am horrifically shy and nervous around anybody, pretty much. Especially, like, IRL. I don't talk much. I'm very, like, closed and tense and reserved. And that's so the complete opposite of the persona that I put on for these streams. Like, because, as with most VTubers, like, I play a character. Sure, she still has the same name as me and a similar personality, but she's so much more bubbly and happy and upbeat. And I'm gonna be honest, like, right now, I am very much talking out of character. I don't, generally, when I'm doing, like, more relaxed streams, I will, like, be more out of character, more relaxed and open. But, yeah, it is a character. I'm not really like this if you ever meet me, which I hope you don't. It would be a disaster. It's like hang out at the arcade and I just stand in the corner and play Waka by myself. I'm being serious though. Like, anyone who's met me IRL would know, like, I am so shy. I'm terrible at talking to people. I get nervous from, like, anything that people do. I'm an anxious kind of person. Oh, hey, Pancakes! it's... Every time I'm talking to people, like, oh, you IRL, you're probably, like, so cheery and, like, bubbly all the time. And it's like, no, I don't talk. I'm very closed off. I'm nervous. I'm fidgety. But on the internet, I can, like, pretend that I'm not that, and... Ah! Crap. It's... Yeah. I think that distinction between, like, the line between me as a real person and me as a performer, a VTuber on my streams, those are two distinct people in some sense of the word. Like, obviously, the persona that I play on stream, and obviously right now, I'm kind of just being honest. I'm talking about, like, from the perspective of my real self. The character that I play on streams she's based on me. She's very similar. She's kind of partly the kind of person that I want to be. So cheery and upbeat, always wants to put a smile on people's faces. But I am far too anxious in real life to be able to be that. And so that's kind of, I do that through my streams. I try and put positivity into the world, and I try to make people smile as best I can. I wonder if I can wave dash. Are you also a shy, anxious mess? I feel like most people I know are. But... Ah! Hey, bro, moment. Ah! Oh, ah! Yeah, well, I've been playing through Chapter 9, so I've had to learn how to do the wave dash pretty darn well. It's not easy, and it took me a very long time to learn. But I can do it semi-reliably now, you know? Ah! You know, I'm thinking about, like, how that separation between the Oh, I was stuck on a stage. I mean, I think I told you this. I posted a clip about it in the shelter, but I was stuck on this one stage for like 2.5 years. This one screen of this one stage. 2 years of attempts. I mean, obviously, I wasn't playing it every day constantly, but, like, since I was in more than 2 years, because it was when I was in, I think, 11th grade, I got stuck on it, and I did beat it. There's proof of that. If you go to my Twitter, I did post about it. There's a clip of it with proof that I actually did it, and I still sincerely apologize to everyone who was in VC that night, whose ears I definitely screamed off. But goddamn, I have never been so proud of myself for doing something so meaningless in a video game. Obviously, this is not... My main save file is on the Switch, because that was the first platform I got the game on. So, this is a fresh save just for streams. But, I am, like, partway through Chapter 9 on my Switch. And, see, part of me... Because I've been wanting to stream Celeste. And I was debating, like, do I continue Chapter 9? Or do I start a fresh save? And I chose a fresh save, so that way, people can watch the stream who don't want spoilers for Chapter 9. Because at least for this, you're only getting spoilers for, like, everything up to the summit and, like, some of the B-sides, but the B-sides don't have, like, story stuff. They're just bonus levels. You know, part of me wants to, like, have the Celeste soundtrack. Yay! C-sides are unhingedly insane. I've beaten all of them, though. Every single C-side. Took me a couple years, but, you know. But yeah, no, most of the C-sides are just hellishly difficult. And I would not want anyone to, like, they're not for the faint of heart, I'll say that much. They are known for being incredibly difficult and incredibly challenging. But it's never... Celeste is really good at having fair difficulty. You're never playing the game and you're like, wow, this is, like, poorly designed or unfairly difficult. Like, it's a challenge. It's a very hard game. But it's balanced and it's fair challenge. It's testing techniques and reaction times that, like... They never just throw something at you that came out of left field. Everything is always really well tutorialized and explained. At least I feel. Yeah, that's... This game, much like Super Meat Boy, is a game about failure. It's a game about dying over and over and over and over again in order to get a result that you want. And unlike in other games, death is never frustrating in Celeste, at least in my experience. Sure, it can get you to yell if you're, like, close to the end or something, but it never gets you upset. Because it's a fair challenge. It's fair difficulty. And it teaches you everything you need to know. And it comes down to your skill. It's never the game's fault when you die. And so you don't go, wow, this is a badly designed game that I don't, like, that's unfair and punishing. It's a challenge, and you need to be able to rise up to the challenge. I mean, I get that that's a whole other argument with, like, accessibility for this kind of challenge is a whole thing. Hollow Knight is a game that I super did not play. I own it, and I played it for like an hour, and I just kind of didn't click with it. I don't know, I really wanted to like it so badly, because everyone was constantly talking about it. I was like, I want to like it so badly, but it just... Metroidvanias are not my thing, I guess except Iconoclasts. But that game is very different from most Metroidvanias that I've played. I don't know, I just feel like most Metroidvanias don't, like, engross me in, like, they don't entice me to want to explore. Like, I just kind of generally... Like, most of the time when I play Metroidvania, I end up kind of just wandering around aimlessly. I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And I think the reason... Iconoclast is a Metroidvania by definition. Like, it definitely is. And it's one of my favorite games of all time. Simply because of the way that it sort of encourages me to... Holy... I wasn't even... The way that it sort of encourages you to explore the world with different incentives, different... Ooh, there's all kinds of different systems and mechanics in the game that make rewarding feel good. They make exploring feel rewarding. Words are hard. Iconoclast is a game that I would absolutely recommend if you're a fan of platformers or action games. The mechanics are pretty simple and easy to learn, but go in depth. The story is completely insane. Like... I'm not gonna spoil it here, for obvious reasons, but, it goes places. And the fact that it was almost entirely made by one guy is terrifying. Yeah, I did like the platforming in Hollow Knight. I thought it was really cool. I liked the mechanic where you can, like, bounce off of spikes with good timing. I thought that was really clever. It's just, like, Iconoclast is a big game, and the fact that it was almost entirely developed by one guy is, like, just... I fear for his health. It's got... I think it was the first game I ever bought a limited run game's physical copy of, because I love it so much that I just had to have it. And so, it's funny, I own it on PS4, I own it on Vita, I own it on Switch. I don't own it on PC. I've never actually played the PC version. But I have beaten it like 3 times now, I think. I love that the physical Switch version that I have actually came with a tiny little manual inside of it, which is so rare. You never see manuals with games. And it came with, like, a really detailed, full-color manual that goes over all the game's mechanics. It has some beautiful sprite art. You know, since anyone who's actually at this stream, I'll let you in on a little secret about the next stream, the Super Mario 64 one. I didn't delay it because of technical problems. I delayed it because I do not feel confident in my abilities to actually complete a full run. So I'm pushing it back until Wednesday, so that I can get a little bit more practice time in. I'm really bad with PLJ still. That's the thing that keeps killing me. I'm gonna be honest, you know, when I was learning, I was told that Cannonless is like the most difficult strat in the run. That's a lie! Cannonless is significantly easier than that stupid, awful penguin slide. And here's the thing. The plan with that stream is that it's not going to be a full, like, sit down, timer, do a full run from start to finish. It's going to be more practice. Like, I'm just going to sort of be, like, using save states so that I can sort of get to the parts that I still need practice on, those being mainly Klepto Skip, the penguin, and the Owl Star. Oh, we're at the end. It'll be fun. Mystic can watch me, and he can be incredibly disappointed in how bad I am at it. I love pixel art. By the way, I don't know if that was... I mean, the reason why I have this model is because... well, my friend does really amazing pixel art, and so I wanted her to do my sprites. And quite honestly, she did an incredible job with them. I actually have a book one of my, like, favorite books that I own is called Pixel Vistas, and it's like a book of contemporary pixel art is the subtitle. It's like a Japanese book. I imported it, and it's literally just a really gorgeous coffee table book filled with sprite art and pixel art and every kind, landscapes, buildings, characters, anything and everything, and it's gorgeous. I might post a clip of it on Twitter, like me flipping through the pages just to... It is an absolutely stunningly beautiful book. God damn it. I think you might still be able to, like, buy it. Like, I think they're still printing copies. I don't see why they wouldn't be. I found out about the book, like, a few years ago. 2019, I want to say, when an artist that I follow on Twitter who does a lot of pixel art, like, posted, "Hey, I'm gonna be in this book," and I was like, this is exactly what I want, I need this, and so I imported it. Yeah! I don't even want to see the death counter. It's gonna be bad. Yeah, I'm not going to do Golden Ridge or Mirror Temple or Reflection B-Sides yet. Because today, we're going for the summit. Here we go. The Summit is one of my favorite songs in the soundtrack. It might be my favorite. There's just something about it that's so good that I don't think I can explain. And I'm being honest, I couldn't explain it. I do not understand music. I haven't played an instrument in many years. Heart of the Mountain is a really good track. I know, like, all of her music is incredible. I mean, One Knowing is, like, one of my favorite albums ever written. It's so good. You know, they sell, like, pressings of One Knowing on vinyl, and part of me is like, I want to own one, because it would be cool to have a physical version of an album that I adore. But at the same time, they're like $70 after import fees, and it's just like, I can't justify spending $70 on a record that I know I'll probably never actually listen to. And you say that one of my friends has a copy of the Nurture vinyl deluxe set. Oh, it's so cool. The only real physical, like, music that I have that's important to me, I don't have much. My mom has a lot. I went through a CD thing a few weeks ago, and I found a bunch of Weezer CDs, because apparently she used to listen to them, which was a fun thing to learn. Anyways, right, the only physical music that I actually have is a few CDs that came with, like, collector's editions of games that I bought. But, no, specifically, it's my copy of Fairy Tail that I hope someday I'll get Cynthia to sign. Because, if I had a signed copy of Fairy Tail, I would probably cry. Because Fairy Tail is my favorite album, just, like, straight up my favorite of all time, and it is so important to me, and the fact that I have a physical copy of it is so goddamn cool. I also told her that if I ever, like, meet her and, I would get her to sign my Labo piano, which is a thing that I do own. Oh, hey, Sash. Sorry, just one second. I was just updating the stream title because I realized I forgot to do that. Yeah, my keyboard is loud and everyone in my house hates it. Constantly. They're just like, you need to get a quieter keyboard. And it's like, no, I like the loud clacky keyboard because it makes my ADHD brain go burr. Everyone in my family is just like, I can't stand this keyboard. Like, you gotta get rid of it. And I'm like, I can't get rid of it. It's good for my brain. Like, everyone in my family has ADHD. I don't know why they also do not want to indulge in the clacky keyboards. They go clickety-clackety, clickety-clackety, and they're beautiful, and I love them. This keyboard is Cherry MX Blue switches, which is so good. It's actually funny. The keyboard is just a cheap generic keyboard from Monoprice, but it has a full set of Cherry Blues, which is just so nice. If this keyboard ever breaks, I will cry, because no keyboard I've ever used has felt as good as this. Everyone always says that Razer makes the best keyboards, and I'm like, they're alright. Razer green switches are kinda clicky, but they're just not the same. RGB lighting is so great. I have it on my mouse and my mouse mat. Don't have an RGB keyboard, though, because those are expensive. I mean, this mouse is technically, it's a Razer Basilisk V2, and those are not cheap mice, but I bought it on clearance at Target for like $20. I used to have an RGB keyboard that, my dad bought a keyboard, and he was like, I don't like it that much, and so I used it for a little while, but it was, like, not great. And then he took it back, because he was like, actually, I do need a new keyboard. Honestly, though, any mechanical keyboard is better than those awful, awful membrane keyboards I used to have to use. Did you know that when I first built this PC, I technically it's barely even the same PC. It's got entirely new components. The only thing that's the same is the case. But, yeah, it's... Whoop. When I first built it, I didn't have a desk, so it sat on the floor. It was a 4x3 Dell VGA monitor, and an Apple, like, slim keyboard. And for the mouse, I just used, like, a generic, like, Dell USB mouse, because it was the only one that I had. I didn't even have, for a while there, actually, I didn't even have a power switch. So I just had to take a screwdriver and short the terminals on the motherboard in order to boot the PC. That's not a joke. I have had some fun experiences in computing. Honestly, it's kind of incredible that I haven't died from, like, electrocution, considering the amount of stupid crap I do. Also, I love how each, like, stage of the summit has a sort of, like, remixed version of the original area's theme. I just think that's a neat little detail. Let's all just say thank you, Lena Rain. Also, it's really funny. As much as I love Celeste, it's kind of a terrible stream game, because I get so, like, focused in the zone that I just, like, stop reading chat. Woo! There. Oh. Alright, have fun, pancakes, and I'll try not to cry again at the ending like I did the first time. Damn, I really thought there was going to be a secret in there. I guess I'm the fool here. Bye-bye. Found ya! There's another thing over there. Whoops. Well, that's just a spike pit. Damn it. And I need a dash, so I can't just... Okay, maybe I'll go for the middle one second, huh? Yeah, this is... Strawberry. Wonder if I can... See, wave dashing is extra fun when you have the ability to... Oh, this is just like a fucking VVVV section. Wave dashing is extra fun when you have that bonus dash. Then you can get 2 mid-air dashes if you're clever. Nothing? Okay. Da, 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 da. Really, when I'm not as broke as I am now, because I went through a lot of my budget for this project just like getting commissions for this stuff. I need to get someone to draw emotes, because unfortunately my artistic talents are less than stellar. I don't think I've ever actually, like, straight up cried on stream, but I have gotten extremely close to it. I don't remember what game I was streaming. I think it was Murder by Numbers. And I just, like, got within an inch of crying my eyes out at the ending. That game got to me, man. Maybe I'll stream a second playthrough of it or something, going for like the highest rankings. I do kind of want all those extra scout puzzles. It's one of the biggest projects for my streams that, like, I don't need to commission, like, I just need to do myself, is finally teaching myself how to do sort of, like, 2D graphic design stuff so that I can make my stream layout slightly less boring. Mainly, put stuff at the bottom, since there's just kind of nothing here. Like, just, I don't know, even just basic stuff, like links to my Twitter and something. Technically, there is something down there now, but the problem is it doesn't work. I will show you guys after I reach the top of this segment of the summit. Wow, that was the worst wave dash I think I've ever done. You know, it would be a fun stream. Doing like a watch-along kind of thing. Where you just kind of stream, like, your voice and, like, a time bar for, like, a show or whatever that you're watching, since you can't, like, stream the actual thing. You can't stream the actual thing, like, without getting copyright claims, obviously, and getting your stream taken down for piracy. Which is why everyone always does this thing where they just sort of, like, mute the audio. Like, they don't stream the audio, and then they just put the timestamp on the screen so that people can watch along with them on their own device. And I've always wanted to do that, but I had no idea what I would actually watch. And so my first thought was, like, a movie. And it was like, we could do a Promare watch together because it's my favorite movie. But I don't know if that's... And that is the Summit B-side. Yep. Oh, hey, Tressa, you made it. Hello. What's up? You don't need to be sorry that you have better things to do. Video games are excellent. None of them are bad. They're all bangers. There's never been a bad video game ever. You can trust me on that one. Eey. Yeah, Twitch ads do be like that. It's not possible. No matter how much, like, finagling and speedrun techniques you use, it's just straight up not possible. Because of the way that all the stages are designed, you have to have 2 dashes. Even with, like, edge clipping shenanigans that technically refill your dash, like, it just, you can't. Think about that time I got banned from a subreddit during an AMA because, like, I posted a question and then they replied to it, and so I, like, replied to their reply with, like, oh, hey, thanks, and then I got banned because I was sending, like, unnecessary messages or something like that. Oh, that's cool. Oh, jeez. Hey, Ari, sorry. I, was focusing really hard, and I did not say a word. Hi. Hello. Welcome. Oh, and hey, happy birthday, Ari. I was playing some game, I don't remember what it was, where I, like, did some crazy advanced speedrunner technique to get to an item, and then afterwards I realized that I'm an idiot, and there's, like, a button that opens the door or something like that. I'm doing alright. It is uncomfortably hot in here, but, you know, that's what happens when you live in California. Who's buying Apple TV Plus? I have no idea. Okay, I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. Hello. I'm back. Okay. Yeah, I legitimately cannot think of a single, like, Apple TV original, other than I think they made, like, a Peanuts special, like an animated Peanuts special, and Apple does own the distribution rights to Peanuts, so all their older stuff is only on Apple TV, which is profoundly stupid, but, you know, not much I can do about that one. That's how I watch most anime, because I don't watch enough of it to, like, pay for Crunchyroll Premium, and any currently airing shows are, like, way behind if you don't have Premium. So, you know, I turn to the internet's favorite source of content. That's how I'm watching Spy X Family, which is a banger show, and you should absolutely watch it. Woohoo! I don't care that I died, I got the strawberry. Linux Penguin plushie, adorable. I don't use Linux. Because I'm a heathen, I guess. And I just cannot be bothered to figure out how to use it. Also, it doesn't work with a bunch of stuff that I need to use. Like, it's not on... It only runs on Windows, and so... Therefore, Linux is entirely out of the question. I don't think Wine can suddenly make Windows-based hardware drivers run on Linux. Mostly my VR stuff, that just straight up would not work. Alright, have fun, Ari. Bye. I will try to make it to your set if I can. It's even funnier. Oculus says on their website, like, you can't even use Windows 11. It only works on Windows 10. If you upgrade to Windows 11, it says compatibility is not guaranteed. Yeah, they suck, but, you know... VR headsets are expensive, and I'm not exactly liquid enough to buy another one. Yeah, buy a Valve Index, please. Don't buy Oculus headsets. They're all garbage. I mean, I think I've told this story on stream before, but my original Oculus Rift, like my launch year one from 2016, is just straight up had smoke start coming out of it one day while I was using it, which is, you know, usually a great sign. That is a long story, and quite frankly, I don't entirely remember what happened, like what caused it broke. It completely died. So the first thing that died on my Rift was the headphones. Was, like, the built-in headphones just stopped working. And that's a very common and well-known issue, and I contacted support about it, and they said, we can't do shit. So... I ended up buying a 25-foot long headphone cable and just using regular headphones plugged into my computer. Which, you know, worked well enough. And then the cable started crapping out. And you can't buy replacement cables for the headsets. So I was just kinda stuck. Then, one day, while I was playing, I think it was Echo Arena, because that's all I used to play on that thing, smoke just started coming out of the cable, and I was like, oh, it smells like burning plastics, and then I took off the headset and there was just smoke coming out. I think the cable might have shorted itself, but that's a theory. I have no idea. Yeah, Oculus support is hot garbage. They've literally never helped me with any problem I've ever had. You know, I've not been able to access my Oculus home environment for, like, 4 years at this point. And... not 4 years, that's 3 years. And I contacted support out. I was like, hey guys, I can't access my home, and I haven't been able to for a very long time. And they said, send over your log files. And I sent them over, and they said, sorry, we don't know what's wrong. So I just don't have that anymore. Also, because I don't have a Facebook account, I am severely limited on what social features I can use. I can't play any games that require Oculus multiplayer servers. Like, I can't play any Oculus exclusives that have online support. I can't add friends to my friends list or remove them. In fact, I can't do anything online except buy apps on the store, which I don't do, because why on earth would I buy games on the Oculus store when I could buy them for the same price on Steam? Yeah, no, buy a Valve Index. They're by far the best VR headsets you can buy today. Like, that's just a fact. Sure, they're expensive, but, like, you get what you pay for. They're good. In fact, they're more than good. They're amazing. I really want a Index, but, you know, again, money. Like, if I just had $1,000 laying around, I would love to have one. Yeah, my GPU isn't great, but it's good enough to run most VR games that I want. You know, the Index is the only VR headset that I know of that actually has Linux support. As far as I know, every other headset requires Windows. Windows MR, obviously, Windows only. Vive has Windows-only drivers that it requires, and Oculus also doesn't support it. I used to have an AMD GPU, but then I was able to get an RTX 2060 for really cheap a while ago, so, you know, that was good luck. I think I used a Radeon 6700 XT at one point. Like, in my computer. It had weird graphical bugs, and it was also so comically large, like the card, that it took up all three of my PCI slots, so I couldn't have anything else connected. AMD makes nice, like, software, though. Like, you know, I always complain, I was like, wow, this Radeon software kind of sucks, and then I used NVIDIA's GeForce Now GeForce drivers, and I was like, this is horrifyingly bad. NVIDIA's PC software is literally just the same one from, like, the early 2000s. Absolutely nothing on it has changed. None of the UI. It's kind of incredible. Yeah, NVIDIA kind of doesn't make very good software. You know, when I got this card, I was like, oh, it's so exciting. I have RTX support. And I tried to run just about any game that has RTX support at all, and they all ran like trash. Honestly, Fortnite, I can't... If I want to run a semi-stable 60, I have to turn the graphics down literally to the lowest possible settings. Whereas with my old card, I could at least run them on, like, medium. And it's like, like, using the, what's it called? Using the Radeon 6700 was honestly, provided minimal, yeah. You know, ray tracing is kind of dumb, and I don't want it. It just makes everything look wet. Like, they're just like, oh, how do we show off... Like, how do we show off our graphical prowess? And they said, make every surface moist. It's always a rainy, windswept day in ray tracing land. It's like when Watch Dogs was first announced. They were like, look at all that wind particles and rain. Yeah, I did watch a video. I can't use it because it's only on consoles. But, yeah, it did look very visually impressive. Although, it's kind of in the uncanny valley of, like, yeah, this is obviously not a real person. At least to me, like, it was glaringly obvious. But, I mean, the fact that you could... That whole cityscape, honestly, like, the thing that impressed me was not the people and the action scenes. Honestly, those weren't great. It was the fact that the city was that friggin' big, with that much detail in it, like the whole zoom out, and it was kind of incredible. Yeah, the destruction. It's like, I don't particularly give a crap about how many polygons you can slap in a model. I care about how many models you can have on screen. Chaos is a very, very impressive engine. At least from my view. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, also. I keep dying here. Like, I've beaten this game probably 7 times. And I always forget what to do. I am so sorry you had to go through that. You know, I haven't... I never finished Control on PC. Like, I did actually stream it at one point. It was my Halloween special for 2020, I believe. Or 2021. I have weird crap with controllers, but that's it. It's because I don't have, like, none of my controllers actually, like, use standard Bluetooth protocol. So, it's kind of weird. Like, my main PC controller is an Xbox One controller, but it's, like, the original model, not one of the updated ones that added, like, Bluetooth. So I have to use the stupid wireless dongle, and it doesn't work on anything other than PC. That's true. Windows XP is very fun in terms of its visual style. It's great. Compare that to Windows 11, which is boring and bad, and I hate it. Ugh. Oh, you know, I just realized I forgot to... I just wanted to show you guys this really quick. So, I do have something at the bottom of the screen, although you can't see it right now because it's not working correctly, but I will send a test alert. I have Ko-Fi donations set up to show up on stream. Obviously just as someone, because I'm using a test thing. And my Ko-Fi account is currently weird. But it does work, and I just wanted to show that because it's cool. Yeah, it's okay, Ivy. Neither do I. Laptops are weird. I don't have a laptop because, yeah. Oh, come on. I'm very responsible with money. Like, when have I ever shown to you that I'm irresponsible with money, huh? Ivy, what evidence do you have that I'm not, huh? Yeah, that was paranoia, mostly. I mean, I am still entirely convinced that, like, Facebook is just gonna dip on Oculus PC and shut it down. And then where am I gonna be stuck? Like, VR headsets are really expensive. So the fact that I found... Ah! Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, there's kind of no real competition in the, like, portable VR space, so Facebook just kind of took the market when they released the Quest. Because, like, what are you gonna go, hey, man, I think you should buy the Pico Neo 3. And they're gonna be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Because nobody knows what that is. I don't know, what are you gonna do? Buy a Vive Focus? That thing is not a very good headset. Sorry to any HTC employees who are in the chat. Damn, please don't put pizza on my Focus. You know... You know how I have actually used a Magic Leap AR headset. And, quite frankly, I don't get the appeal of AR. So I've used a HoloLens and I've used a Magic Leap headset. And I don't get the appeal. Like, I just don't understand, like, why people are so crazy hyped about AR glasses and headsets and all that stuff. Like, AR isn't that useful to me? Well, I tried it at a, like, at a convention show for VR and AR software. And it was, quite frankly, first of all, the HoloLens didn't fit on my goddamn head, and the attendant at the thing was like, oh yeah, that happens sometimes, sorry. And I was like, ugh. So I had to hold it up with one hand, and then the demo they gave me was non-interactable, and you basically just looked at things, and it's like, how is this supposed to convince me to buy a HoloLens? I used a Magic Leap at an AR art exhibition that I went to in, somewhere in LA, I don't remember where. And it was like a big thing, and they had a pretty simple game demo there that you could play. It was just a little sort of, kind of like Quill, but you didn't control the characters. The character would sort of like walk around, and you essentially had to use hand gestures to interact with the world, like slide platforms around and sort of like move objects with your hands. And it was actually pretty fun. And like I was like, this is cool, but this is not like $2,000 to buy an experimental AR headset cool. It didn't convince me to want to buy one. I was just like, yeah, that was a fun little curio. Oh, hi, Faye! Exactly, they invented the 3DS AR cards, and they peaked. That's it. You got nowhere else to go. You know, I actually got to use a VR haptic suit once, and I really do not get the appeal of those. It was just like a little demo with a paintball game, and it wasn't... it functioned, but, like, why do you want that? Why do you want to get, like, essentially gut punched by a vibration motor every time you get shot in a VR game? Maybe part of that is because I'm really bad at shooters, and so whenever I got shot a lot because I am extraordinarily bad at them. You know, the more that I think about it, the more that I'm like, huh, what's the last VR game I played? And it's always H3VR. That's just kind of the only thing that I bother pulling out my VR stuff for anymore. I couldn't even tell you why. I just... like, severely lost interest in playing anything else. I assume that this is a death pit. Yeah, it is. Okay, yeah, Half-Life Alyx is maybe the best VR game I've ever played in terms of, like, if you're comparing it, like, traditional single-player sort of campaign, it's maybe the best. It's certainly better than Boneworks, so that's not a very high bar at all. Boneworks kind of blows. But, you know, Half-Life Alyx is amazing. It is incredible game design, amazing storytelling, and it's kind of the VR game. You know, like, it's not as genre-defining as the original Half-Life or Half-Life 2 were, but it is a standard that few VR titles I think can measure up to, at least in the current era. Like, it's something special. It's that Valve touch, but in a... It's that Valve touch in a VR game. It feels good to play. It's got incredible storytelling and voice acting. Like, it's the highest budget VR game I've ever played. Sure, I'm sure there's some Oculus exclusive out there that had a higher monetary budget, but it's the one that feels like I'm playing a game, but in VR. Like, no crappy VR mods, no weird adaptations. It just feels like it's how it was always meant to be played. It feels like a VR game and not a half-assed, like, adaptation of an existing game. Like Boneworks, you play it and you're like, yeah, this is impressive, but it doesn't feel like a... It kind of just feels like every other, like, shooter with physics. There's nothing about it that really hooks you, but Half-Life Alyx, with its storytelling and environments and just... Okay, yeah, Superhot VR is really good. I actually bought it on launch day and played it a lot. You know, they updated Superhot VR to remove the, quote, disturbing scenes where you die. The scene where you get crushed by a helicopter, the scenes where you have to shoot yourself. They were all removed in an update. The scene where you have to jump out of a building, which was great for me and my crippling fear of heights. But yeah, Superhot VR works extremely well because the idea of Superhot translates well into VR. But Half-Life Alyx feels like a game that cannot be done elsewhere. Like, it is a VR game, and it can't really be anything else. Superhot was originally a regular, like, a 2D game. And I mean, that's not a point against it. I love Superhot. I love Mind Control Elite. I love Superhot VR. I think they're fantastic. But it was just something I've been thinking about. Like, yeah, there was like a big mod going around when the game launched to make it into a like 2D game, and it's not fun. Like, playing Half-Life Alyx outside of VR doesn't work because it's a VR game at its heart. I was fucking around with the developer console one day. I found a free cam. That was fun. It's the most interesting story I have about that, but you know, it was cool. It's like playing Half-Life Alyx outside of VR feels not like, it doesn't feel good to play because the game wasn't designed for it. It was built from scratch to be played with a VR headset with two hands and like two hand tracking and all of this other stuff. Yes, I do love that. It's such a clever way to sort of do developer commentary when you can't just have someone click on something, so you grab the headphones and put them on. Also, it's reusing an interaction from the start of the game that you were taught, which is putting on the headphones. But you know, maybe that's more of an incidental kind of effect. I have every achievement in Half-Life Alyx except for one. which is kind of impressive considering that I'm usually really bad about getting achievements. And the only one that I'm missing is... Actually, no, I'm not going to say it, because if you haven't played the game, it's like a spoiler, but it's honestly not that hard of an achievement. I just haven't bothered to go back to it yet. Yeah, maybe you need sleep. See, that's the nice thing about being born in the summer, is that you never have to do, like, homework on your birthday. Yo, I'm getting dental surgery this month. In fact, I'm getting it in like 2 weeks. And it is going to hurt. Because, well, my wisdom teeth are causing me excruciating pain. So I have to get them removed. And it's going to be terrible. You know, I say, like, you don't have to do work on your birthday, but if you had one of those evil teachers who give you summer homework... Yeah, no, I am, in fact, one of those unlucky people who has 4 wisdom teeth, not just 2... And I have to get them all removed, and I am not looking forward to it. Yeah, I haven't had dental surgery in a while, but I did have to have... You know what, actually, this is a little bit of a gross topic. I'm not going to talk about it, but I will say that I have had a lot of my teeth removed. Like, throughout my lifetime, I don't have an exact count, but it was a lot, and I'm not going to talk about it because it's really gross. And I value you guys too much. But, yeah. My wisdom teeth are hurting like a bitch, literally all the time. Even right now, I'm in so much pain, and I'm just grinning and ignoring it because of the stream. But oh my god, it hurts so badly. That's just a strawberry? Did I miss the gem here? guess there must have been a button hidden somewhere. I definitely missed the gem on that stage. I like this game. This is good. Here we go. The best version of the summit. Like, of the song. Gods, the fact that they have each checkpoint, instead of being, like, invisible, just, like, screen transition triggers, they actually have little flags with numbers on them, just to tell you exactly how close you are to finishing, is so good. Yeah, I just realized I never updated my Twitch chat rules, did I? I spent quite a bit of time today, working on... I missed 2. Anyways, I spent a lot of today working on getting the Discord server for the streams set up. Like, yeah, try not to get banned. And it's like, well, what gets you banned? And it's like, I don't know, man. Find out. Like, my old chat rules used to just be like, don't be an asshole, and it's like, that kind of fits that. Like, just have good etiquette, like, and good internet etiquette in the chat, and we won't have a problem. If you start crap, or you're, like, just being terrible, then yeah, like, that qualifies under don't be an asshole. You know, like... Exactly. Ban evasion, any percent speed run. Here's a hot tip. Instead of getting banned, don't. And I mean, I don't think I've ever actually banned any... Actually, that's not true. I banned one person from my Twitch chats, but, I don't really know why. I guess I was just angry. Like, I know she's not going to look at these, like, at these streams anyways, whether or not I blocked her. But it just made me feel good to do that, because it was fun. It was, like, just kind of a form of, like, yep, she's gone. I don't have to stress about her anymore. I haven't talked to her in, what, 2 years now? Like, she's not gonna just show up in my chat and just be like, hey, long time no see. Like, I know that's not gonna happen, but I banned her anyways because it made me feel good about myself. Just kind of being like, yeah, I don't want you here. This is not a place for you. And now I'm thinking about her again. She really does live rent-free in my head, but, you know, that's what happens when things happen. I am not delving into my personal traumas on stream. Sorry to the none of you who wanted to see that, you weirdos. But yeah, I've been working on... If you're watching this stream and you're not in the Discord server and you want stream notifications and updates from me, if you're watching this stream, you probably already have my Discord account, so just DM me on Discord and I'll send you an invite. It's not done yet, hence why I'm not putting it out on, like, anything. Like, why I'm not telling people that I, like... Why I'm not putting the link publicly, that's the word. Oh, yeah, oh, I know that she did. And I just don't care anymore. Before I was like, oh, but what if she forgets about me? And I was like, I don't want her thinking about me. Like, she was a terrible person. She did a bunch of really terrible stuff to me. Why was I worried about her forgetting who I was? Like, I don't want her to think about me. Trauma dump speedrun any percent. I try to avoid, I don't know, these Celeste streams have been kind of nice, because they've given me a place to talk about stuff that I generally don't, like... These Celeste streams are nice because they're a bit more chill, and it's a game about, like, heavy topics and mental health, and it kind of gives me a space to ramble a little bit and be a little bit more earnest with you guys and be honest. Let the facade of, like, my stream persona drop away and kind of just talk to you guys from me, from my heart. You know? And it's... I have really enjoyed these streams. I've really enjoyed sharing, like, a little bit more about me with you all. I'm sorry that I just spent way too long talking about trauma. I promise I won't bring it up again. I'm a bit of a mess. I know I kind of dropped off the face of the earth for a while. I was dealing with not good mental health things that I super am not allowed to discuss because it would probably get me banned from Twitch. But I'm doing a lot better now. Yeah. No, it's fine. It's a discussion that is really important. I'm just not entirely sure if this is the kind of place to do it. Like, I am not a therapist. I am an 18-year-old idiot who doesn't know what she's saying. And it's not really trauma dumping, because you're not talking about your personal traumas, you're talking about traumas in general. But, yeah, I'm not a therapist. I'm not, like, I don't know anything about any of this stuff. I'm mostly just talking out of my ass from my own experiences, which are not great. I need at least one dash left, so I need to... anyways, y'all are amazing, and I love all of you so much, and I think you're all really cool. I can't start forming parasocial relationships with people I'm already friends with. It's not a parasocial relationship because we're just actually friends. Oh, hey, Felion. How long have you been here? I am really screwing up these diagonal dashes. Is there a secret here? No. Wow, I really managed to miss every single one of those. I used to do that, but the problem is I don't actually watch, like whenever someone I love watching, like, is live, I'll usually put them on in the background, but the main thing is that most of the people I watch don't stream all too often, so, like, usually I just end up putting on YouTube videos, but if they are live, I'll watch them. ADHD go burn. I must have at least 2 media sources playing at all times. Sorry, I have not been reading chat. I am just in, like, hyper-focus mode right now. Yeah, I mean, I can't delve into details, but yeah, trauma can really, like, affect how you see relationships in like every sense, platonic, romantic, whatever. And it's terrible. Trauma's bad. My hot therapeutic takes, you know, trauma is bad. Uh... Hey, you know what? I'm gonna start a flame war in chat. Do you guys think hot dogs are sandwiches or not sandwiches or tacos? I don't know. I'm trying to change the topic. We kind of got into a bit of a downer rut there. It's mostly my fault because I brought it up. In my opinion, hot dogs are sandwiches. Because it's meat in between bread. Now, the ultimate test. That's the correct answer. Hot dogs are a horrifying abomination made by the meat industry to use leftovers and sell them to customers. Would also be a valid answer. Alright, I think I'm going to give up on the strawberry because I keep dying, and I would like to finish this stream before my death. Hot dogs are like a known carcinogen, but also nobody gives a shit because they taste good. Pretty much any processed meat is at least a type 1 carcinogen, but like, what are you going to do about it? Yeah, one of my friends told me, like, a hot dog isn't a sandwich or, like, not a sandwich. It's a taco. See, here's the thing. You can also argue that a calzone is a ravioli. Right? Like, it's a sealed piece of dough that is cooked and filled with topping. I've only ever eaten a calzone once in my life, and it was so good. It's also conceivably the most expensive calzone I've ever seen, but, like, you know, when someone takes you out to dinner and they're like, buy whatever you want, and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna buy, like, a fucking $20 calzone. It's like, I'm not paying for it. It was huge, by the way. The calzone was, like, take, like, a large pizza, like the diameter of a large pizza, and fold it in half. It was massive. And it's the only time I have ever eaten a calzone. And that shit went hard. That was such a good calzone. Oh. Yeah. Way too saying tired and emotional with it. Y'all like my nyas? I actually don't think they're that great, but you know, I try. Guys, my voice is all over the place today. It's so hot. My throat is... I can't, like, I try to do my trained voice, but it's so hot out that my throat was already dry, and the longer that I talk in that voice, the more, like, hoarse and dry my throat gets, and I don't want to, like, hurt myself. I have, in fact, been doing voice training, and it's It's not easy. Like it takes a while, but you know I've gotten at least some results out of it that I'm happy with. You know, for the longest time, I was like terrified to like I was terrified to do voice training because I was scared of changing my voice because everyone always said that I had a nice voice, and then I realized I don't care. Like it's my voice, not theirs. Why should I let them dictate my dysphoria? That's true. Anime girl voice. Anyways, yeah. Doing this in California is terrible. It's so hot and dry right now. I don't even know what the temperature outside is, but it's not good. It is burning hot. Here we go. What a goddamn beautiful game. Also, I just noticed that they changed Maddie's name in the credits. That's very cool. So that you know she isn't dead named. This game's good. This game is beautiful. I've beaten it so many times, and every time I do, it just hits me right in the heart. It's such a beautiful game. It's such a beautiful story and world, and it's just amazing. And it's a story that impacted me a lot. And it's got just the things that it has to say are important to me. About listening to yourself, about taking breaks, about understanding your limits, and about pushing forward even when it gets difficult. And they're things that, like, actually impacted my life. This game had an impact on me after I beat it for the first time. That's not a joke. This game really... it really impacted me. It's a very, very important game to me personally. The end of Titanfall 2 made me almost cry. Like, really, really close to crying. I know that sounds stupid if you don't know anything about it, but yeah.
just noticed Davy Rudden is in the special thanks. That's one of the people who co-wrote the Stanley Parable. Oh. Yeah, I've cried on call with people before, like, at games. Murder by Numbers, I just cried on stream. I tried really hard not to, and I just... I gotta play Earthbound first. I've never played it. I don't think I'll ever play Mother 3 just because I don't have the patience to play RPGs anymore. I mean, anymore. I never did. I just don't have the attention span to sit down and play an RPG. $139 out of 175 strawberries, almost exactly 9 hours of playtime, and 2,134 deaths. Not all of that was on stream because some of these were in the B-sides, but still. Not doing the core. I mean, I can't. I don't have all the hearts anyways, but... Music by In Love with a Ghost. You know, I'm gonna save and quit. I think I'm gonna end the stream here, just because I'm a little bit tired, and it's really hot out, and I don't want to hurt my throat. And it's like really dry because, you know, I live in the fucking desert. It has been very hot out recently. That's just how it goes. Just chatting. I could crack open Spotify and throw on some tasty beats. Not the Kimono Friends opening music. That is very much copyrighted, and I do not want to get sued. I'm not going to get sued, but you know what I mean. Where's my stream music? It's a little bit loud. So, hey, hi. How are you all today? I just wanted to put on some background music while I chat. This is my little outro segment. By the way, stream music playlist linked below. I got updated, added music from Hyperlock and Ica. I still haven't added the Ica music yet, but I did get permission to add it. I just need to go through and pick some good songs. I hope you're all having a nice day, having a nice time. You know, I do these streams because I want to share my love of video games. It's something that is a really important part of me, and I love games, and I want to share that love and that adoration and the fun that I have with these things with the world and with the people I care about, and this is a really fun way to do that. It's dropping the persona, dropping the act. This is me talking. I'm so happy that you're all here. Not just the people in chat watching right now, but everyone who's ever shown up to one of my streams, who's ever left me an encouraging word in chat. It's amazing. You're all amazing. And I just wanted to say thank you. You guys are the thing that keeps me going in life. The thing that makes me feel like there's more to do. I do this to put a smile on people's face. I do it to make people happy, because I know for me, YouTube and Twitch streams are an escape from the struggles in my life sometimes, and I guess I want to be that escape for someone. If they're having a hard time, I want them to be able to come to my streams and just relax and unwind and listen to me talk and listen to what I have to say. I don't really know where this is going. It kind of started meandering, but I love you all so much. And thank you for everything you've done for me. Even if it's just lurk in chat. Even if you've never said a word to me. It's still amazing. And that's really all I have to say. I don't know where this was going. Yeah. I don't really know what I was saying, where I was going with this, but thank you for being here. I love you all so much. You're all really cool. And I'll catch you all on the flip side. Bye-bye.